Hi everyone, I'm Kayla.
I'm Nancy.
We are a mother-daughter crafting team, and that's why there's two of us in this video, but we are going to be working on the Gingerbread and Peppermint Suite in the mini catalog for July to December of 2021. Can't show you the inside right now, but it's going to be on pages 8 and 9. So in this suite, you're obviously going to get the stamp set, which is the Frosted Gingerbread stamp set. And there's two die sets that come with this suite. So there's the ones that have the very detailed ornaments, some die cuts that go out and will die cut the stamped peppermints, and it will cut out the peppermints from the designer series paper. So these are the gingerbread dies, and I'm gonna bring this set in first so we have them all die cut for you. This is what they all look like once you do it. I love this gingerbread icing.
It is really cool.
It's so cute.
Yeah, there's 20 little dies sitting
in
there
this
right in front of you.
Little, doesn't seem like a lot. You could make your own peppermints here, and then obviously you can make your own like icing on gingerbread. And then we also have the pretty pillow box dies. These are fun. I actually my eyes looked over this at first, but then I found I actually really love the dies that we can use for sentiments in here. This one really works well with the Happy Holidays stamp set.
Yep. And
some of these other ones will also fit in here as well. But it'll cut out a pillow box, which we'll show you here in a second what it looks like. And it scores it for you as well, so you just have to put it all together.
Yes.
Pretty easy.
Super fun. Super fun.
These ones over here on the right hand side are actually these weird looking ones, and these will fit on the top of the pillow die box, so you can either kind of like cut out these fun designs or punch holes to tie it all together, whatever you want to do. And then the suite also includes the craft paper pack. This is 6x6 of craft paper, and it also includes the Gingerbread and Peppermint Designer Series paper. This is also 6x6. And we cut out ahead of time a little sampling, move some of this out of the way, a little sampling for you all to look at. So these are going to be the front and backs of all of the designs. There are 12 designs in this pack. And the coordinating colors are cinnamon cider, early espresso, old olive, and real red. But I noticed that pear pizzazz and granny apple green also work really well with this suite.
They do.
Yeah. And then some of our embellishments are going to include the real red mini ruffled, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yep, mini ruffled ribbon. I love this ribbon.
It's fun.
It is really fun. I liked making a lot of bows with them. It's just, it's frilly. I love it.
It's even easy for me to even make bows with it too. So.
And then also we have the gingerbread and peppermint acrylic shapes. These feel like Legos.
They do.
That is the best way that I can describe them.
We've used a lot of them already.
Yeah,
too.
so there's more in here. We've just already used them. But it comes in the real red and white. And then we also have in here, to have even more fun with embellishments and designs, the Adorning Designs decorative mask. So I'm going to open this up for you.
And Kayla made a really cute design. You guys are going to love it.
Yeah, it is really cute.
One of these masks.
So it was actually my first time using these masks, and you can use with embossing paint, or you can use it with our blends. What are they called? The brushes, the blending brushes.
The blending.
We got like a candy cane stripe.
We got them all.
One. There's a snowflake one here. This is the one that I used. I used their silver or shimmer embossing paint on this one for the icing. And then this is the other one as well, and this actually matches some of the designer series paper
in the suite.
Suite. So
there are a couple things that were not orderable quite yet.
Yep.
For us to purchase before this video, and that is the Memories and More card packet and the matching envelopes.
Yep.
So hopefully those will be live here when the catalog starts.
Yeah. Okay. So this was my favorite one that I made. I actually made this previously before I was like, oh shoot, I shared this on my blog, but it's a fun fold card. So it swings open, And then the sides open as well.
It's so pretty.
So this would be great for a group card, for like an office card. Everybody writes all over. You don't even need to stamp these images. But I use those adorning details, right? Masks. And I use the shimmer embossing paint to add to the outside. And then I use the designer series paper and the dies to cut out the peppermints. I fussy cut the ornaments out to get rid of that gingerbread edge, and I used the ribbon that coordinates as well. Mom took the designer series paper. She actually embossed this with the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. It's kind of hard to see here on camera. And then she cut it to create this kind of fun diagonal design. Also using the
rectangle stitch
dies, which work with that. I love this one. I did some negative die cutting here, where I die cut the real red and then I put white behind it to make it look like it's peppermints. Same here, designer series paper. With this one, Mom first stamped in real red and then she embossed using the star-crossed embossing folder. Here it is. And she only did part of it, so it looks like it's just meant to be. This one I die cut some of the shapes out of the designer series paper, adhere them between two parts. So I kind of cut this middle section out so that way it flips, and then I die cut some of the real red shapes to make it even sturdier so it didn't fall apart. This one again using the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder on the front.
Oh, I love that.
I made my own gingerbreads using just die cutting the white out and putting it on the die cut cinnamon cider and then adding some of those acrylic shapes. This one is also fun. So this isn't one of the stamps that goes with this suite, but we thought it coordinated very well. It's the candy cane stamp set. It's background stamp set, but we did use the Happy Holidays from the Frosted Gingerbread stamp set and then die cut it out using those dies from the Pretty Pillows dies. So it coordinated pretty well.
I thought it turned out cute.
I thought it was perfect. Perfect. This one we ended up not finishing because we don't know how to finish, but it's kind of like a fun easel card. So you step it up and our little star moves around. And then you also have the possibility to bring this up as well. But we didn't know what to put in it. But we still wanted to show you this fun idea. Here's that pretty pillow die that makes this pretty pillow box. This would be a perfect treat for Christmas time. We first stamped on the thick basic way cardstock, and then cut it out and then folded it, wrapped it up with some ribbon, and
there are peppermint candies in the inside. I fit about 5 or 6 of them in there, so it's a smaller little pillow box, but it would be perfect for, you know, if you're having people over for holidays, you could put their name on the front of it and all that fun stuff.
Easy.
So.
I don't think you guys are ready for this one.
Well, I didn't quite finish it. I was supposed to put a little pull tab over here so you knew you were supposed to pull it.
Pull it. I know how to pull it. Okay, ready? So again, using the designer series paper, and then woo! All of these fun boxes popped open. She made them using some rubber bands in here, and then on the inside it says Happy Holidays.
And you could easily put a gift card in there as
those
well.
Cute? And they just fold flat.
That idea I got from Anya Go. And I think she got it from someone else too. I can't remember. We're going to be making this card today, and this is using the same bundle, and we're just using the dies, but we're using a fun new paper right here. It's called Be Dazzling specialty paper, and it's one of the free items that you can get for celebration. So if you spend $50 starting on August 3rd, you'll be able to pick this as one of your choices. So I thought this would be a fun, unique way of using the gingerbread suite. For the ribbon here, this is in the new mini catalog. It's gold shimmer ribbon. We're going to be using our embossing folder, the Parisian Flourish, to be doing that on the back side. I do have some measurements for you.
You could pause this video and write these measurements down. That way you don't have to scramble and grab everything.
Okay, so this is 4 7/8. I should have this already cut by 3. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna score on this. Now what I did is I scored really well. So I'm gonna score on this Bedazzling specialty paper at the 3/8 mark. So I'm gonna bring it in over here. And then I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to go to the 1 3/8 mark. What I did is I went ahead beforehand and did my scoring. This is the 8 3/8 by 4 1/4. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give these a good burnish, because I'm actually going to have Miss Kayla do the embossing on this. Because when she runs it through the embossing folder, it's possible that you're going to lose, you won't be able to see the score lines very well. With this one, I'm just giving it a good press. So I'm going to hand this off to Kayla.
And then can you hand me the Parisian Florist 3D embossing folder?
There you go.
Thank you.
Now, so what she's going to do is she's going to emboss the whole thing. All right, so now I have this extra stamp, or this extra piece for stamping, because the happy anniversary that I got is from the new mini messages, and it is all one huge stamp. Now, instead of stamping it out and taking the whole die that matches it, because it'll cut out each one of these little sentiments, we're just going to ink up this little corner right here, and then we're going to cut it out. And then I'm using some of our stamp adhesive sheets, and I'm going to go ahead and just the very vanilla, whatever piece you have is perfectly fine. I am going to cut some of this out, if I can find my scissors. So now what this will help with is when we do the die cutting of the intricate part of the bell, it will have the stickiness on it, and we can just peel the backing off and it'll adhere right directly onto the bell. The one that doesn't have the sticky stuff on it, which is this piece, I'm going to have Kayla cut 2 of them out. And then the detailed one that has the sticky backing that we just put on, I'm going to have her do 2 of those. I'm going to go ahead and stamp up our wonderful little happy anniversary. For this, I used tear and tape for the box and for this. So I'm going to need to grab that. So now we're just going to do a little bit of taping. We're going to put some on this front little flap. So how this is going to work is this is going to fold up like this. This is going to bend down, and it's going to attach right here. Okay, so how we're going to fold this is we're going to take, since we got our tape here, we're going to go down to the second crease or fold line, and we're going to fold that over. And then we're going to take this piece and just bend it at the crease line here, the fold line. We're just going to fold it over, just like that. So it'll be gluing it right down like that. Okay, hope that makes sense. Next, we have this wonderful piece here. Now, the first thing that I did is I am going to put tape on the very bottom, probably about the 1.5 inches, whatever the width is on here. You don't want to go over too far. So I'm just going to make a mental note, or if you want, just take a pen, grab one of our pens and make a mark. I'm going to put a lot of tape on here, so I'm probably going to put 3 strips. So it's going to sit on the card like this, but I like to lay mine flat, and then I'm going to take and put it in between the middle on that score line, or just above it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take and put tape on the top of this glitter. Now what I did for this is I pulled this forward, and then I bent at the first and the second score line, and I just folded it over on itself like that. We're getting ready. We're going to go ahead and take our bells that have the sticky part on it. I'm going to have Kayla start on that. In the meantime, I'm going to bring in this gorgeous ribbon, and I'm going to make a cute bow. Okay, for this, now I am going to use the Stamp and Seal Plus on the back of the bells. I'm going to put my sentiment on the front. I'm going to take the second bell. Now all Kayla did is take the stickiness off the detailed piece and adhered it onto the full piece. Take a glue dot and we adhere our bow. So there you have it. I hope you guys really enjoy this fun alternate project that you can do that isn't Christmas.
We really hope you like this. And if you have any questions related to Demos Galore, feel free to contact your demonstrator and they will be happy to help you out. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.